3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel today. So we can only do really once a year the full season predictions, and let's get into it. 20th place in the Premier League, guys. It's really hard because I think all the newly promoted teams are been quite good in the transfer window. I think they're already quite good, but I'm going to go Burnley. Yes, they signed Kyle Walker, Chalner, Dubravka, even though he's not as good as Trafford, and Hartman. But I feel like, considering what the other teams have done as well and what they are already, they're going to be bottom. But I think this season is not going to be like the other seasons where the bottom team is so far away from staying up. I think it's going to be quite close. They might not even be 10 points away from staying up. 19th place, this was really hard. This was really hard, and I didn't want to do it, but Sunderland. And you guys want me saying, when you mean Sunderland, look at all the signings they have, and look, amazing signings. But so many of them are going to be going away for the AFCON. Now, look, not all of them. Mark Gui will say, Mandava, Roves, Xhaka, and look, there are going to be a lot of players out that will stay. But maybe experience as well. Of course, they got Mandava and Xhaka, but other than that, maybe not that much experience. I feel like it's going to be very close in the relegation. They might not even be 5 points off the 17th place team. I think it's going to be really close, but I had to do it. They will go down, in my opinion. 18th place, Wolves. Why? Because Cunha and Aounoui left. And maybe Strand Larsen too, I think that'll be the end of it all. And I think it's been coming for quite a while. I think this is finally going to be the year where they do go down. 17th place, Leeds. And just about Leeds, because I think they've got enough quality to stay up, but I see it being like 1, 2, 3 points above Wolves, 4, 5 points above Sunderland, or maybe 6, 7 points above Sunderland, 8, 9 points above Burnley. Not that much at all. I think it's going to be really close in relegation battles. I think it could be the best relegation battle of all time. 16th place, Brentford. And they're another team which could maybe go down. I think a lot of people predict them to go down. I think they'll be quite comfortably safe, but I feel like even when it's February, March time, they could still be in that relegation battle. Why is that? Because they lost Mbeumo and Wissa, so they'll be in a relegation battle for most of the season, but they'll comfortably stay up, I think. And same for the 15th place team, Everton. January, February, March, I think they'll still be in a relegation battle, but they managed to come out of it. And they're probably, by the end of the season, be quite far above it. But Everton are an unpredictable team. Anything could happen with them. 13th place is West Ham. Not 13th. 14th place is West Ham. They finished their last season. I think they are going to improve a bit this season, but so will teams above them. So I think it's going to be the same place as last season. Not much to say about it, really. 14th place. 13th place, though, will be Bournemouth. Why? Because they had a really good season last season, I think 9th, or 10th, I don't know. I think it was top 10 though. They lost their whole defence fully. Kepa, who was their goalie, on loan, he's not there anymore. Kerkez and Hoyson were like their best players probably in defence, left. So was Sabani, so their defence is not going to be as strong. So they're going to concede more goals. They end up spending more time defending, so they'll be attacking less and scoring less goals. But for Bournemouth, it's still not too bad. Mid-table, 13th place. So Fulham, I actually quite like Fulham. They're quite a good team. I think they're going to be better than the other 11 teams. I just don't think they are. But I think they're going to be better than all teams below them. I think they're going to be like, they're always an underrated team. Everyone's like, oh yeah, we can beat Fulham, but Fulham are a hard team to beat. 11th place, Palace. I just think the European football might make it a bit more hard for them to get into the top 10 because they're going to be more tired, but 11th place is still not bad. They're usually a mid-table team. And yeah, 10th place. It's from my shock you guys, considering how good they were last season. But Forest, why? European football is going to tire them out. They're in Europa League now, not even the Conference League, so that's going to make them even more tight-home to play stronger teams with a strong line-up. I feel like the teams who were just below them last season are going to improve quite a lot. So yeah, I'm going to go for them 10th place. Obviously, they've lost Elanga too. They have managed to keep Gibbs White, but Chris Wood is getting old now. Hudson Odoi is obviously still there, so is Mo Villa and Aina and a few more players. But yeah, if you're still a Forest fan, this time last year, the next 2 seasons from the 7th and 10th, they would have taken it so much. 9th place, Brighton, I mean, they've sold a lot of players. João Pedro, Odinga, Estepinian, Barco, who I think was quite good. Ferguson left on loan, and then there's all these players as well. But I've signed double Greek strikers, Dimas and Kostoulas. So they're the 2 strikers to replace João Pedro. It also still got Danny Welbeck. Watson also now players to improve the attack when they've already got likes of Minter and Matoma. But they're not just improving the attack, the defence as well. The Kupia at left back just replaces Stepinian and Coppola and Boscagli. So I think Brighton are going to do quite well. I think they're going to compete for European places with the team who are going to finish just above them. So 8th place is Man United. And I think 8th place will get Conference League. Shall I tell you why? I think the English teams are going to do well in the Champions League. It means 5 English teams get Champions League, 6th and 7th would get Europa League, 8th would get Conference League. So I think it can be just above Brighton in the battle for Conference League. Of course, with Bremo, Cunha and Sesko. I think Sesko, I've got a feeling that he could flop, but he's either going to flop or but in the right materials he could turn really good. And Cunha, I think it's going to be hit and miss, like up, down. And Bremo, I think, will do really well though. They might send Donnarumma, but I don't think that will happen. They've been linked to Belieber, I don't think that's going to happen either, but yeah. 7th place, Aston Villa. I think 9th, 8th and 7th, so Brighton, United and Villa are going to be battling very close from that last 2 European spots. And I think Villa will get Europa League. I just do, okay? Not too many signings, only 2 really, no. Well, we signed 3 players really, but you know what? But they really got... So the signings haven't been too good, but they're really good enough, I think, to get Europa League. I think they'll win the Europa League that they're in anyway. They've got a good manager, good players like Rodgers and Watkins and all that, and I think they're going to have a good season. 6th place, Tottenham. They signed Kudus, Tell, Danso, Paulinho. They're all very good signings. They've got a new manager as well. Of course, they were bad last season, and of course now they've lost Chestry to a little injury and Madison to a whole season injury, but they're linked with Eze or Elliott to sign, so I think they'll be alright. I do think they're going to just about miss out on Champions League football to the 5th place team, Newcastle. I think Isak will leave, but I think they're bringing 2 good strikers, probably Wisa and Samu Porto. That's good replacements. And they obviously they're signing Theo. He's a good defender, and I think they're signing a midfielder too. They've already signed Elanga, so yeah, I think they're going to just about finish above Tottenham in Champions League places. 4th place, Chelsea. They've got so many signings. João Pedro, Gittins, Hato, Delap, Estavio. They've got too many players, but it could work out good. Who will they start? I think they're probably going to sign a new goalie, so that guy, whoever this new goalie, or Sanchez in goal. Cole injury can't be centre back, so I'm going to go Cucurella left back, Hato centre back, and a new signing at centre back because they said they wanted one. Right back, James. The 2 deeper midfielders, Caicedo and Fernandes. Attacking midfielder, Simmons, because I think they're going to sign him. Right wing, Palmer. Left wing, Gittins. And striker, João Pedro with Delap as a backup. However, I do think the attack will rotate quite a lot because I think Estavio is going to get some good game time as well. Moving on now to the 3rd place team, Arsenal. They're not going to finish 2nd. They're not going to win the league. This is the last chance for Arteta at Arsenal. I really do believe, because when they went into the title race, finished 2nd, 2022-23 season, maybe expected that, so that was acceptable. Then 2024, the 23-24 season, was their first season of really being expected to win the title, like by fans, and so then finishing second. And then I'm not going to say that. 2023-24 season was the first one where they were expected to be in the title race. So with them not winning that, I say it's still acceptable. Last season was meant to be the year, but now Arteta's got the players he wants: Zubimendi, Gyökeres. So he's got a striker now. Madueke for the backup for Saka, and Mascara. So no more excuses. They've got to win this time. However, I don't think they're going to be as strong as second place. Man City, Rangers, Cherki, Nuri, Trafford, maybe some more players as well. They've still got Haaland. They're going to do a lot better than last season. I think it is the end of an era. Obviously, Kyle Walker's left, De Bruyne's left. Rodri's starting to get injured a bit more. Ederson might leave, Bernardo Silva might leave. I have a feeling Pep's going to leave at the end of the season. But I think they're going to have one last good push for a title. With them being second, the first best team will of course be Liverpool, my team. Why? They've signed Wirtz, who's probably the best youngster in Germany, one of the best youngsters in the world. Ekitike, he was one of the best strikers in the Bundesliga. Kerkez, he was the best left back in the Premier League. Fimpelmann, who was the best right back in the Bundesliga. And they signed some more good players as well. So I think they're going to do really well this season. They have sold Luis Diaz, João Concha, Kelleher, Trent, Mawson, Phillips. But I don't think it's too much of a big deal. And obviously RIP to Jota. What a legend. Such a good finisher. Golden Boot, I think between Salah, Isak and Haaland. However, I'm just going to go Salah to win it, because he's the pen taker as well. Top sister, in my opinion, between Salah and Wirtz, maybe Palmer, but I'm going to go Salah to win it again. I think he's just so good. So obviously, if you're going to be top assist, top scorer, and you win the league, you're going to win the goal. You're going to win the player of the season. So Salah for the player of the season. Manager of the season, I'm going to go on this a lot because he's going to win the league. That's going to make him manager of the season. Moving on to Serie A, I think Cremonese and Pisa will be going down, and hot take Parma. I think Sassuolo, who got promoted, will stay up. Parma have lost the manager. I think they'll go down. Who'll be getting Europa League from Serie A? Despite getting Champions League for a few seasons, Atalanta I think will, because they've lost the manager. I think Littman will go as well. So still not too bad, but a bit lower. They're going to finish 7th place. Europa League will be Lazio and Roma, because it's going to be 6th and 7th, I think. No, 5th and 6th. Very close to the two great rivalries. Great rivals, I should say. Going to get Europa League from Serie A. 4th place is going to be AC Milan, just above Lazio and Roma in my opinion. It's going to be a good top 4 race as usual on Serie A, and Milan will win it. Then there'll be a 3-team title race with 3rd place, Juventus. 2nd place, I go for Napoli, despite winning the league and signing De Bruyne. This means 1st place to the champions will be Inter Milan in my opinion. Now La Liga, teams going down. You've got this Real something team, I forget their name. Levante, I think they're going to go down with Elche, however you say them. Those two are going to go down. Now, how about the top 4? Well, Athletic Club finishing 4th again. Atletico finishing 3rd as usual. Then there's the Barca vs Madrid rivalry for the title. Who is going to win? The midfield of Pedri, Gavi, Lopez, De Jong, Casado, or the midfield of Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Bellingham, Valverde, the defence of Koundé, Balde, Araujo, Kubasi, or the one with Rudiger, Militao, Huijsen, Trent, Carvajal, Alba, and Carreras and Mendy. Then there's the attack. Mbappe, Vinicius, Mascherano, Endrick, Diaz, Brahim Diaz, that is. Arda Güler, Rodrigo, Rafinha, Yamal, Lewandowski, Torres. There's so many good attackers, but 2nd place, I'm going to go Barcelona. I think Barcelona might have a bad season, you know. I think they might. Well, no, they're going to challenge really. They're going to go all the way to the final few days. But I don't see them winning the league or Champions League. Maybe a cup, but not as good as last season. Between champions, obviously, it'll be Real Madrid, in my opinion. With Højlund and Trent, Alexander-Arnold coming in, Mascherano, Cuevas, and maybe some more players as well, I think they're going to do it. Champions League, I think it's between, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, PSG, Barcelona, and then maybe Arsenal, Inter Milan. This is going to be the best Champions League of all time, in my opinion. It's going to be so good. But I'm going to go Liverpool because of their signing and because they're my team. Who else will go for Champions League? Europa League, I'm going to go Aston Villa because they're the English team, probably the best team in Europa League. And Conference League, I don't really know. I'm going to say Fiorentina. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and goodbye.